Action.
Hello, Sylvan Park super scientists. It's good to see you today. And today we're going to talk about, there's a problem with trees have, and that is, how did the water get from the ground and the roots in the ground, how does it get all the way to the leaves up at the high parts of trees? We're going to see if we can use models and see how that might actually work. Now we're going to do 3 different experiments, and you can either do 1 or 2 or all 3. The experiments that you do depend on what you have around the house. So we'll start with, if you happen to have some green onions, some celery, or perhaps a house plant like this one's not doing too well. And you also need some red food coloring. Now here we have a glass of water. And what we're going to do is to add the food coloring, quite a bit of it, stir it up a little bit. Let's put in a few more drops just for good measure. Right. And then we're going to put these plants into the water. What do you think is going to happen? And I hope you're thinking about getting out your science notebooks and writing down what you're going to do, and then also make a prediction. Now it'll take a while. We're going to leave these things in here for a full day, or maybe 2 days. It doesn't really matter. So here's the green onion. These are the roots that take up the water in the ground. And we're going to cut those off. Let's just cut those off, and we'll stick it right in. And here we have a piece of celery. Notice the leaves at the top. Let's put it in. Do you think that, will the water be able to get all the way to the top? We'll see. And then let's take a leaf from this, just a house plant, and we'll put it in. And there we have it. We're going to put that down, and we'll let it sit there for at least a day, maybe 2 or even 3. It doesn't really matter. And you can watch it and see if you observe any changes. After a day or so, take it out and cut the leaves and look and see what you see inside at different levels in the plants. Now, you can do that if you have celery and food coloring. What if you have food coloring, but you don't have any celery or something like that? What you can do, we'll do another really surprising thing using food coloring. 3 types. What we're going to do is to put the same amount of water in 3 different cups. We're going to use 3 3/4. It doesn't matter how much water we put into these 3 cups. It just should be the same. Here we go. 1. Here's another with the same amount of water, and another. And between each cup with water in it, we're going to put a cup that is empty, that has no water. Then we have 5 cups. In the middle cup, we're going to put yellow food coloring. That's why you do have to have food coloring for this experiment. I'm going to put quite a bit, several drops. Over here, we're going to put not too much, but just a few drops, like 3 drops of red food coloring. Over here, we're going to put about 3 drops of blue food coloring. Let's stir them up a little bit. Blue, yellow, oops, got a little bit of blue in there. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is to take a paper towel. Just take a paper towel like this, and what you do is you fold it in half, and then you fold it, and you fold it, and you fold it some more. I'm going to stick the paper towel in the blue, one end in the blue food colored water and the other in an empty glass. We're going to do that for several of these. What do you think is going to happen in a day or so? Do you think that the water will move? Do you think that well, you just think about it. Think what might happen. We're going to do the same thing with this. And another one right there. So we have blue, towel, towel, yellow, towel, and we'll have one more paper towel. So stick it in. This. And that's it. We're all set. Let's leave it for, if you leave it for 2 days, that's fine. Or 1 day, 2 days, even 3 days. And you can watch what happens and just write it down. Now I'm going to leave this. We have one more thing now, and that is, what are you going to do if you don't have food coloring? And you also do not have celery or a plant. What you can do is take a cup of water and put it into a glass. Just a cup of water. You want to make sure you know how much. It doesn't matter how much you put in. Just know how much you put in. Write it in your notebook so that you know how much water you put in originally. There you go, into the glass. And then, you don't have to have any food coloring. Just put in the paper towel and let it go for 2 or 3 days. Like that. What's going to happen? Will all the water stay in here? Or will some of it go over there? Or what will happen? Just watch and see. And let it go for several days. All you need is two containers and paper towel. So these are 3 different experiments that you can do, and we'll see if the water moves up from the moves up through the paper towels. And actually, if you start looking, you can already see that look at the yellow has started to go up already. Well, let's keep watch and write in your notebook and see what happens. Now, we are actually going to make another YouTube video that you can look out at after you've gotten the results and written your results in your science journal. Well, have fun doing this and hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.